What's up, everybody? How are y'all doing today? All right, y'all feeling good? Feeling great? I hope y'all are looking good too. It's not even Friday, y'all. It is Saturday. It feels so weird coming on a Saturday, but you know what? We here now. Oh my goodness, we are here now. It is another After Dark special. Dang, so many of y'all done came in. Half of the comments are gone already. Oh my goodness. Well, that's okay. That just means that we about to have a nice, fun show because there is so much stuff to talk about. And I am so happy that all of y'all are here to participate and to have some fun. Because yeah, I think tonight's gonna be a good night. We definitely gonna have a lot to talk about. First and foremost, let me give a quick shout out to Jonathan B, thank you so much for the $5 Cash App. Want to make sure I get my appreciation out there. Thank you so much for that. All right, let's see who's in the house because I saw a whole bunch of people and they already done erased half of them. But let's see who I can catch up on and see who's here. Let's see. T Cox is in the building. What's going on, T? Let's see. Zoe is here. What is up? What is up? Oh, it's Miss Harper. You know, Miss Harper she could not miss an After Dark special. How you doing, Miss Harper? Yes, indeed. How are you, ma'am? All right, who else we got? Oh, Krista, you made it. I thought you had a party. You said you had a party to go to. Okay, I'm glad you made it, ma'am. All right, all right. Let's see. Queen B is in the house. All right. Shaw's back in here. I love to see the vets, y'all. I'm telling you. Let's see. Nia is here. Let's go. Let's go. Who else? Who else? My man Eric is in the building. Good to see you. Oh, yes, the brother Derek Gaines is here. Y'all already know. Top supporter, top vet in the building. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see. Diane, how are you, ma'am? Good to see you again. Thank you so much for joining. Let's see who else we got. I know people gonna start coming in now. It's a little look. I know it's past some people's bedtimes. That's okay. Y'all can catch it on the replay, gang. Shout out to y'all as well. Let's see. Lonnie's in the building. How are you? Let's see. Let's see. Did I forget somebody? No, I don't. Wait. Hold on. I know people coming in now. I know people coming in. Oh, wait. Amir, what's going on, brother? How are you? Let's see. Oh, Alib's here, y'all. It is Alib's birthday. Please help me wish this young lady a happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. I hope you have a fantastic celebration for your annual year around the earth. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for being here and sharing with us on your special day. Thank you so much. Let's see. Maha Son, all the way from the Far East. Let's go. Let's go. Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Let's see who else we got. I saw somebody else. Hold on. I'm coming. Dorian's here. Good to see you. I'm glad you could make it. Chill Spot's here. What's up? What's up? Hold on. I saw somebody else. Marcy. Okay, there you go. Marcy X is in the building. Good to see you. I got my other vet in the building. Come on, SJ Evans is here, y'all. Let's go. Another vet in the building. Carla, how are you? Shayla Soul, how are you? How are you? Thank you so much. Antonio's in the building. Mike Shag's in the building. Derek is in the building. Let's go. Oh, I love it. Rhonda's here. Yes. Devin's in here. Let's go. Let's go. Samuel, come on with it. Love to see it. Love to see it. All right, y'all. We have a lot of news to go through. I'm going to try and go through them quick. I'm not going to try and keep y'all here all night. But of course, we definitely going to keep it funky and go through these things. And, I want to hear what y'all have to think and a lot of your opinions as well as we go along. Let's go with some small, short news, just some easy stuff. Nothing too crazy. We've already talked about the fact that there will be a Batgirl movie coming up, and that is going to be on HBO Max. They have now apparently found a villain. So the villain is going to be a familiar face. Some of you might recognize this guy. Hold on, let me get that up. Hold on, here we go. Boom. There he goes. Bam. Brendan Fraser. That's right. He is going to play the Batman villain in the Batgirl movie. Let's see. He is going to be supposedly the villain named Firefly, and that is a sociopath with a passion for pyrotechnics. And that's gonna play. He's gonna play opposite of Leslie Grace, who's gonna play Batgirl. So you know that's interesting. I'm just here for Brandon Fraser. I listen. This man has been going through some stuff in his life. He was out of Hollywood for a while, but now he is getting a couple roles. Some of you know him in Doom Patrol. But I mean, if you're an old school vet like myself, you remember him from Encino Man, and like just all those other movies in the 90s and early, or what was it? The Mummy, of course. Oh my gosh, the Mummy is like his bread and butter. But what a nice guy. What a nice guy. Rooting for him. I'm so happy for him that he's able to get this opportunity. Not really sure what exactly like what made him fall off of the face of Hollywood for a minute, but either way, I'm just glad that he's back in action and doing his thing. So let me know, does this make you a little bit more excited for Batgirl? Let me know how you think about what you think about it. To be honest, Batgirl, I'm kind of like, I'm a little iffy on it. Will I watch it because it comes on? Sure. But am I going to be excited about it? I don't know. But I like I said, I'm just happy that he's on here and he's doing his thing. But yes, let me know how you feeling about this Batgirl movie. Now that it does have Brendan Fraser in it as the new villain. Let's see. All right. Now, moving on, because I got some things I want to give away. Boom. Bruised giveaway. Y'all, Halle Berry has got a new movie coming out. It is called Bruised. It is going to be on Netflix. Let's see, when does this actually come out? This is supposed to come out November 24th. So a couple of weeks, end of November. You're going to be able to get a chance to see this early because I partnered up with the studios and they are giving away free advanced screening. So if you want to see this movie earlier than everybody else, like, I don't know, 2-3 weeks earlier, you can go to the movieblog.com. I will post the link in the description. And you can go ahead, or you could just visit the movieblog.com right now, and you'll find the Bruise Advanced Screening giveaway. All you got to do, click on the little link right there, and you can enter your information. You get a link, and you can go ahead and watch this movies before everybody else. Look, hold on. No. That she's not mine to give away. No, sorry. But yeah, if you guys do want to go see it, go ahead and check it out. It is there for you to have a little opportunity to see some things early and free at that too. By the way, while you're at the movie blog, feel free to go check out your boys' review on The Harder They Fall. That is what I think is one of Netflix's best movies that's about to come out. I want to say, so first of all, The Harder They Fall is already out in it's already out in some theaters. So if you go to like your local AMC or whatever theaters around you, you have to kind of go looking for it because it's not like a wide release, but you can go see it in theaters right now. It's not listen, you can watch it on Netflix. Don't get me wrong, you can. But this legit, you can see my review. I already posted my review on here as well. I know y'all saw it. But you can also read it here. I'm telling you, this is a legit movie. I had so much fun with this movie. So anyway, y'all can go check that out when you have an opportunity. Hold on, I saw some comments. I almost missed these. Hold on, let me grab these real quick. My man Zoe, what's going on? Let's see. What up, E-Man? Just wanted to drop some ducats in the bucket for the replay gang. Oh, for sure. Discord gang, but did you have to give Eternals that face? Yes. Yes, I did. Listen, we actually gonna talk about Eternals later on. But I listen, I will never sit here and like lie to y'all about my thoughts or feelings ever. There's no point because whatever I talk about on this channel is always going to be 100% me. Like you, whether I'm saying it or you see it in my face, whatever, like I'm gonna keep it funky. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys. Like I don't have, listen, I know people always talk about, oh, like the studios are paying you. And no, they not. That's the silliest thing. I wish they would pay me to give my, pay me. Pay me. I want to see my Marvel check. I want to see that DC WB check. I want the Sony check. Pay me. I got kids to feed. What? Nah, yeah, I had to give the face because that's how I felt. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you. Let's see, but yeah, we definitely gonna get into that a little bit later. Thank you so much for that contribution. Frigga's Belt, what's going on, girl? Hey, y'all, just had to stop another one of Thor's rages from blowing up another star system. Thank you. Be good or I'll have to bust y'all after dark fans. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, we definitely gonna be on our best behavior for Ms. Frigga. Definitely don't want them problems. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Appreciate you. Let's see. Oh, okay. So speaking of the harder they fall, in a previous live, I know we had talked about what did we talk about? We had talked about how there was a little bit of controversy. And the controversy was about how Zazie Beetz, her character, was not necessarily portrayed as the role that she's playing. Like Zazie Beetz is obviously a much lighter skinned person than what was it? I think her character was Stagecoach Mary or something like that. Like that's a bigger, black, darker skinned woman, right? So Netflix was catching a little bit of heat. They was kind of, people were kind of coming after them and stuff. And I called them out on this too. I was kind of like, hey, like this is kind of bogus. If this is based off of real people, the least you could do is to actually portray actors that are close to them, right? Now, you know me, I am always willing to, if I get new information, I will be willing to change my mind. If I have new insight, I will definitely, I have no problem. Like, I'm not embarrassed to be wrong. I'm not embarrassed about that at all. So, what was interesting here was the director actually responded to the casting criticism saying that, hey, I'm not making a biopic. And I loved what he actually had to say here. So when he was asked about, the critics, so basically people like myself and other people that were kind of coming at him, he said, I tell them, thank you. This is James Samuel, by the way, who was the director of The Harder They Fall. By the way, James Samuel is also the brother of Seal. Yes, Seal the singer. So that is also his little brother, I believe. But he said to his critics, I tell them thank you. They're not complaining. They are making a point, right? And it's a beautiful point. They make it well. I would say to them, I'm not making a biopic. Hey, that's fair enough, right? If you're not making a biopic, you're not making a real life historical depiction, that makes sense. But at the same time, if you're going to use the real characters, it would make more sense to go ahead and make them look like, the actual characters, right? But I do appreciate the fact that he respects the criticism and, has a different perspective. But there was one other thing he said here I didn't notice, but he brought this up. So I wanted to bring this to your attention. He says, let me make this a little bigger here. I would point out that the real Rufus Buck, who was Idris Elba's character, died at 18 years old and was fair-skinned or light-skinned. The real Cherokee Bill, who was Lakeith Stanfield's character, was a cross between Native American and Black. He had white in him. He could pass as white. We see he doesn't look anything like Lakeith Stanfield. The real Nat Love didn't know Stagecoach Mary. So Nat Love was Jonathan Majors' character, and Stagecoach Mary was Zazie Beetz. The real Stagecoach Mary didn't know Cherokee Bill. The real Cherokee Bill didn't know Rufus. It's all fictional. It's a fictional story. Let's see. He also says it's a beautiful thing because they are doing exactly what I wanted everyone to do for years. That is the critics. Bring up images of these people and go look. Hey, here's the real thing. Here's the real person. We existed. And well, if you watch my review on The Harder They Fall, that is exactly what I did. Like when they brought up Bass Reeves, the first black U.S. Marshal east of the Mississippi River, I brought up his real picture. That's who Delroy Lindo played. But I can't fault the man for doing what he did. Everybody was made up. Every character didn't look the way that they looked. And I even said this in my own review for the movie. When it kicks off, it says, yo, the characters are real people, but this whole thing is fiction. Man, that's on me. And that's on everybody else. So anyway, I wanted to give him credit. Like I said, he stepped up. I didn't know that everybody in this movie was not exactly how they were portrayed. I knew that they were real people, but I didn't know every single person was different. So, hey, I can't fault him for casting Zazie Beetz a little different in a fictional story. So, anyway, if you feel differently, though, let me know what you think in these comments here. But let me grab this comment real quick. Let's see. Jay Zoom, what's going on? Or Jay Sunshine. Eternals was eternally bad, huh? Miss Berry. Man, I wouldn't say I wouldn't call it bad, but I wouldn't call it good. And I also think it depends on who's watching it. Of course, I'll be dropping my review later this week for you guys to watch. Like I try to drop it a little closer to the actual movie release, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's bad, but I wouldn't say it's like really good either. But like I said, it really depends on like what your taste in movies are. Some people are gonna watch it and be like, "This is fantastic." They'll be like Martin Scorsese and be like, "This is cinema," Or some people gonna be like, "Trash." So it really depends on how you fall and what you think about certain movies. So, but I'll get into that in my review for sure. Don't you worry about that. Let's see. All right. I got one more here. Let's see. Nicole, thank you so much. Who been researching power dip nails? What? Wait, power dip nails? What happened? What? What is this? Uh Somebody gonna have to help me with that. Power dip nails. Did I miss something? I need to. Okay, somebody help me out with this. I'm gonna look at some of these comments and see. Somebody help me out. What is happening? Oh, the nail. Was it advertising on there? Okay. I don't know. Listen, you know what it is? You know what's funny? I wiped um I wiped all my cookies, because I was having some issues or whatever. I wiped all my cookies. So the funny thing is that when you don't have cookies and they don't know what you've seen or researched before, they just show you anything. So I don't know. I don't know why they would think I would want that, but I don't know. I'm like, power dip nails. Wow. Who? What? Me? What? Had me confused. I'm like, what kind of after dark joke is this? Oh man. Okay. Let's go on to the next one here. Let's see. I think this is just some quick news. This ain't nothing. I mean, as if anybody really, doubted this, but it is now official. Dune is going to get a part 2. It is going to get a sequel. It looks like Denis Villeneuve is going to direct as well. I don't think this was anything startling or brand new to anybody. If you have seen Dune already, then you would definitely know that this was something that they were going to do anyway. Mild spoiler alert if you haven't seen Dune, it is part 1. The current movie is part 1, and that is obviously setting up a part 2. So that is going to happen. Let's see. And of course, if you have not seen Dune, or if you're interested, of course you can go to my channel. I have a spoiler-free review right there for you. You can go check it out and get at least an idea of what you're going to expect in the movie. All right, let me get these comments here. Hold on, let me grab them. My man Brian, what's going on, Brian? How are you? Hey, E, you missed my last super chat. Oh, I'm sorry. Was it in the first cry? If you put it in early, I apologize because like it just automatically erases everything when a lot of people join. So just FYI, and I apologize. It's not me, it's YouTube that erases the comments. But for future reference, just hold on until after I, do the intros and we get into it, just like now, and then I'll be able to see it because I have no control of anything that happens like before the show starts. If it disappears, it disappears. So my apologies, Brian. I appreciate your support, all day. But thank you so much, regardless. So I'm sorry, bro. But thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you coming back. Let's see. Mary Lane, how are you? Let's go. Is Eternals like Dune? Ooh, first of all, thank you for that contribution. I would say that Eternals is like the Dune of the MCU. You're gonna get your visuals, but at the same time, you're gonna get your slow burn. You're gonna get your drama. Matter of fact, the action is spaced out a lot. Like little action here, drama, action, drama. And that might not rub some people the right way. And it's long, just like Dune. Dune is long too. So yeah, actually, it's very similar. They have I'd say they share very similar qualities. So take that however you like, and like hey, some people really like Dune. I like Dune. But Dune might not be everybody's cup of tea. And that's why I'm trying to help people manage their expectations with Eternals, because Eternals, it's different, but different doesn't mean bad. But you're going to as long as you know what you're getting into, maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. I don't know. But thank you so much. I appreciate you, Ms. Diaz. Let's go. Mike, what's going on, brother? Issues, huh? Yeah, that's why we clear our cookie. Yeah, hey, listen. I was having login issues because what was it, Google or somebody had some breach or something like that. It was some wild stuff. But yes, those issues. I had legit issues. But I don't think I had the issues you talking about. I think you talking about clearing browser history. I'm talking about some other stuff. But anyway, we're not gonna get into that. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, bro. We're not gonna get into all that. Let's go. Big Bo, what's going on? After watching Dune, I noticed that all the characters who die are all on the side of every poster. Why you city do wait, why do my city do you like that? Rain the entire time I was there. Hey. Well, first of all, I don't know anything about the poster. I haven't looked. They actually have a lot of different posters. So I don't know what to tell you. Matter of fact, no, I'm not gonna get into that. But I would just say that they have a lot of different posters, and you also want to be careful. Was that an official poster or was it a fan made one? I don't know. But I'm glad that you had fun, or I hope you have fun coming out to Chicago. Yes, Chicago is infamous for all types of weather. Literally in the same day. Like it might rain in the morning, be hot in the afternoon, and snow right there in the evening. Like that's Tuesday. So welcome. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. I hope you had some of the Heralds and Portillos though. Nelson, what's going on, brother? Where's she and he who remains with the shenanigans? I don't know. I don't know. Jackie, where you at? The people are calling you. I don't know. They hope maybe they'll come on the replay game. Maybe they'll get the notification. I don't know. Maybe it's date night. I don't know. Maybe they're out there doing their thing. Hey, if that's the case, hey, maybe she knocked 3 times. Anyway, that's a little inside live joke. If you've been here, you already know what the knocks mean. Anyway, thank you, Dustin. I don't know where they at, but hopefully they join soon. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, I see my girl Stephanie made it. What's going on, girl? Good to see you. Got the vets in the mod squad in the building. Zia, what's up? I'm so happy. Let's see. Okay, good. Let me know what you think about it when you see it. I would like to hear your thoughts about the movie. Alejandro, my man, what up, E-Man? I personally didn't enjoy the original Dune, but this one's pretty decent. If Eternals is someone like that, I might like Eternals. Yes, the original Dune, in my opinion, was clunky and whack and a lot. They tried to take, like, I don't know, 6-7 books and put it all in a 3-hour movie. It was too much, too fast. It was not that good, in my opinion. I guess I could see why it was good back then, but for today, I don't think it aged very well. But this new movie, this new Dune, definitely modernized everything and updated everything where it's enjoyable. So yeah, Alejandro, if you liked Dune, then there is a good chance you'll like Eternals, So again, I'll be looking forward to hearing what you guys think about it after the movie comes out, and we'll go from there. Let's see. All right, we got another topic. Let me move on to the next topic for you all, because we got a lot of things we got to go over. Let's see. Wait, okay. Expendables 4. Expendables 4, as y'all know, is definitely going. Time out. What you talking about, Jazia? Coleman's better than Harold's Chicken Shack? I beg to differ. Sorry. Just got a little personal there. Sorry. I don't know. All right. Let's get back on topic. All right, back on topic. All right. Expendables 4. They now have a villain. As you know, the Expendables movie is that Sylvester Stallone franchise where he gets like all these, I don't want to say washed up action heroes, but in a sense, it's kind of what they are. Let's just be honest. And they all just come together in the movie. They had like Bruce Willis, they had Arnold Schwarzenegger, Chuck Norris. They get everybody in there. And it's an all-out brawl, usually, or some crazy thing with all this explosions and craziness going on. But Expendables 3 was trash. It was just trash. They lowered the first two movies. Turn your brain off, go in, have a good time, right? For action junkies alike. The third movie, they went from a rated R to PG-13, and you could tell, like, the quality just went down the hill. So now they actually added a brand new villain, and I gotta say, this is getting me excited. My man Eco, I don't know if it's Uwais. I don't know how to say his last name, but the brother from the Raid is going to be the villain this time around. Let me tell you something. You had me at the Raid. That's all I needed to know. I don't care what he's in. This man can fight. This man is no joke. And let me tell you something. If you have not watched the Raid for whatever reason, upgrade your life and go watch, hands down, one of the top 5 best action films to date. Raid 2 might be right behind it. That, like, I could watch that multiple times. But anyway, they got my man as the villain. I hope, there's no word on it yet, I hope they make Expendables 4 also rated R. But this right here is a good move. I'm just saying, this is a good move to get this guy. He can do his own stunts. He knows how to just kick people in the face. Just woo, that's gonna be interesting. I cannot wait. Does this excite you to see Expendables 4? Let me know what you think. Or if you have any other apprehensions about it, that's understandable too. Let's see who we got. What we got. I almost missed my homie. Oh, thank you so much, Diane. Oh, Diane. So when I tell you, Diane be blessing this channel, she's so nice. Still watching Eternals. Good. So Jon Snow and Rob Stark still know nothing. They don't. I don't want to spoil nothing, so I'll just say one of them knows something and one of them doesn't. So yes. But yeah, no, please, by all means, like, yeah, still go watch Eternals, because I don't know how many times I got to say this, but just because I might not care for something doesn't mean that that should deter you guys from watching it yourselves. Like, you should always go watch something and make up your own mind. Like, that's the beauty of filmmaking. That's the beauty of any type of art, you know. What one person hates, another person might love, and vice versa. But yes, please go watch it. And again, come on back, Diane. I want to hear what you have to think about it as well. Let's see. What do we have? Oh. Let's go. Scar King, what's going on, bruh? Yes, the raid, homie. Yes. Thank you so much for that contribution. I appreciate it. Listen, I'm telling you, man, like, I'll watch almost anything he's in just out of the hope he'll just deliver a nasty fight scene. I mean, I remember watching the behind the scenes for the raid and watching them practice the choreography to the point where it was almost, I don't even want to say it was like a dance, but like it was so natural, even though it was staged, but it looked so real. I'm like, oh, golly. So yeah, I'm with it any single time. Thank you so much. Diane Roberts, what's going on? Hey, man, ain't got nothing to say. Just wanted to show my support, Diane. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You know that. Thank you. That's another vet in the building, y'all. Let's see. And Anthony, what's going on? I'm just here to for the do-rag style tips. Hey, always wear this out. You never put the line, the stitching. You never put that on, because then you're gonna have a line right on your. You don't want to do that. So just, that's a little quick tip for you, right there. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate you. Let's go on to the next topic. Man, this was some bad news. I didn't like this. Y'all, we had a Aquaman spinoff. I don't know if you remember, back in the in Aquaman, if you recall that movie from DC, there were those monsters, the trench. Those were like all those little sea monsters that was going to eat up Aquaman or whatever. So there was always news that there was going to be a spin-off Trench movie, and director James Wan was going to do it. Now, James Wan, he's giving you Saw, he's giving you Insidious, he's giving you The Conjuring. I was in for it because I was like, yo, Juan could have given us a scary DC movie, right? Turns out he was never giving us a Trench movie, and that was all code. We was never going to get that in the first place. Instead, the spinoff was actually a secret Black Manta movie, and this was revealed by James Wan. Y'all, this hurts so much. He revealed this on his Instagram, that there was like all this stuff that they was going through. Somebody had asked him, like, will you be doing Black Manta streaming series? And he said the canceled Trench spinoff was really going to be a secret Black Manta movie. Man, and y'all know this was gonna have my man Yahya Abdul-Mateen II in there. Ooh, we could have had Yahya out there just doing his thing. Oh man, this hurts. This hurts. But he's still gonna be Black Manta in Aquaman 2. I believe they're close to finishing up shooting, if not already. But I think this just would have been dope, because if you recall, at the end of Aquaman, Black Manta's getting ready. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, it would have been kind of cool to see like what they do with his character in between time. Like, this could have been a movie in between, like a prequel to Aquaman 2. Set him up. Because here's the thing, when you set up a villain properly and you make that villain like legit, it amplifies and makes the hero that much better. So I'm sitting here thinking like, man, Black Manta could have been dope. Who knows what they could have done? But man, Chris, yes, you already know. Number one choice, recast T'Challa. Yahya Abdul-Mateen II will do the business. I'm trying to tell people. But anyway, how are you feeling about that? Would you have wanted to see a Black Manta movie? Or are you very okay with the fact that it's canceled? Let me know what you think. I'm just hurt that my man didn't get his shot. He could have had his own little solo movie and build on his career. But looks like that wasn't in the cards for him. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Here we go. Y'all remember this movie, Halloween Kills? This This came out like right after we finished the last live, and I'm this is why the internet, we can't have nice things. People on the internet was talking about how in Halloween Kills, Michael Myers is homophobic and he hates gay people, and I don't know, whatever dumb other stuff they was talking about. Oh gosh, this was stupid. This was stupid. That's all. Just stupid all across the board. First of all, and I think I already made my feelings known in our last chat about this, about Halloween Kills in general. Halloween Kills is trash. This is a trash movie. This movie is terrible, in my opinion. It doesn't say nothing. It doesn't do anything for the franchise that's worth going to the theaters to see. It's whack. They could have saved this movie. But the reason why I wanted to bring this up was not just to state the obvious that it's stupid. I actually wanted to bring up the idea that maybe Michael Myers should be homophobic. I think that's actually something people are missing. Now, when I was giving y'all my reaction to now before anybody tries to cancel me, hold on, let me explain myself. When I was watching Halloween Kills and I was like just dying of boredom and just rolling my eyes and everything, I was sitting here, like right after I was watching on Peacock. Right after that, they showed me Freddy versus Jason. And I told y'all, Freddy versus Jason, hilarious. This was just it was so funny. But I remember when the movie came out, it was supposed to be taken seriously, right? Freddy versus Jason was supposed to be serious. And a lot of people trashed the movie because, like, as a serious horror, we couldn't take it serious. It was dumb. It was bad. But when I'm looking at it now, like almost 17 some years later, as through the lens of a comedy, I'm like, oh my God, this is so funny. But the thing is, in Freddy versus Jason, I'm listening to Freddy, and Freddy is out here calling every single person, whether male or female, the B word. He's like, hey, what up, B word? Hey, what up, B? Hey, good. Like, this is my realm, B. Like he's just throwing it out there like nothing. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, man, 15 years ago, that was nothing. But today, the Me Too movement would have been all up in Fred. They would have been canceled Freddie, right? Then on top of that, right after that, Freddie came out and was like, this was like the funniest line, because y'all remember Kelly Rowland from Destiny's Child was in there. Freddie came out, like she was talking some trash, like, yeah, Freddie, you want this? Come and get it, Freddie. Yeah, come after me. He was like, oh, dark meat. When I tell you I busted a whole gut when this man said dark meat to Kelly Rowland. Oh my gosh. This was too funny. So then I was sitting there thinking, I was like, wait a minute. But wouldn't today's people call Freddie racist and all that stuff? And then that's when it dawned on me. Villains are villains. Villains are bad. Villains represent the worst in society, in the world. So I was sitting here thinking to myself, like, yo, why shouldn't Michael Myers be homophobic? Let him be homophobic. I wish he would be homophobic. You know why? Because then when he gets defeated, it sends the message that this is the bad thing. This is the bad guy. This is the thing we don't want in society. That's the whole point. Because if villains aren't even allowed, if we're too sensitive, where villains, bad guys, monsters are not even allowed to do bad things, what the hell are we doing? What are we doing? So I'm sitting here thinking, like, yes, villains should be murderers. They should be rapists. They should be homophobic. They should be, racist. Villains should be everything wrong that we don't look up to, that we don't want, and actually fight against. That's the point. So I know, later we're going to talk about Chappelle and everything. A lot of times people talk about like comics. Comedians should have a green light to say whatever they want. No, Listen, the only people that really should get a green light to do whatever they want are villains. Villains are literally the only characters in anything that should do the worst of the worst of the worst and never get criticized for it, because it's literally their one job is to be a monster. That's it. And I don't know if y'all been watching the Chucky series, the Chucky TV series. Like, there was a scene in there where I guess he has a kid or something. Like, I don't know. Hopefully this isn't too big of a spoiler, but it's already on the internet. Chucky has like a kid or something, and he was like, yeah, the kid is gender fluid, or whatever the more woke type of stuff is. He's gender fluid, non-conforming, non-binary, I don't know, whatever they wanted to call him. And whatever the kid was who was talking to him was like, yeah, don't you have a problem with that or something? And Chucky was like, what? I'm not a monster, and that was funny. That was funny, right? Because he's basically saying, yeah, the people that don't accept their kids and all that, they're monsters, but I'm not, even though I'm a serial killer doll, that's psycho. But at the end of the day, I'm sitting here like, I'd also be okay if Chucky was like an a-hole. Like, I'm very okay with that. Because again, you're a villain. Anyway, I wanted to go on that little mini rant because I just thought it was kind of dumb that people were like out here making this whole thing about Michael Myers. And I think they were just losing sight of like the purpose of a villain. And by the way, for the record, in Halloween Kills, Michael Myers kills everybody. He's an equal opportunity killer. He don't care if you gay or not. He don't care. A couple minutes before that, he killed an interracial couple. So what is he, like a racist, ageist, homophobic? Like, stop it. Like, this is why some people take certain movements and like give them less credit, because it's almost like you crying wolf. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to play that card too many times when it's not applicable, but anyway, that's just my quick thoughts on that. Let me get this comment here before they start going away. Kiki West, what's going on, girl? Michael Myers isn't anti-gay, he's anti-human, period. This is facts. That's it. Michael Myers just don't like people. He will kill everybody. Everybody will get this knife. That's just what he is. Thank you so much, Kiki. I appreciate you. Sheldon Sneed, what's going on, brother? Don't call it a comeback. Sorry I was gone for so long. You're right. This is why we can't have nice things, is everybody have to get canceled because peeps are so doggone sensitive. Recast the child. Yeah, man. I don't know. Like, this is why I say, y'all, we have to pick our battles. Y'all already know I will criticize things when they racist, when they sexist. Like, I will jump on them. I will point those things out, and I'll hold back. I will back off if it's not that big of a deal, in my opinion. Like, because I think that when the situation calls for our voices to be heard loudly, you got to pick and choose, because if you're always yelling, people tune you out. But if you like, kind of quiet sometimes, and then when to raise your voice and when not to, that's when people gonna be like, oh, okay, that's how you get people's attention, thank you so much. Thank you, Sheldon. I appreciate you. Let's go. Hold on. Did I miss anybody? I hope not. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, so that was just my quick take on this. What else do we have? Thank you. Let's get into some good news. I love the good news coming off of the stupid news. Y'all already know. I think it's just I think it is a scientific fact that Keanu Reeves is a straight up nice guy. Like, I want to just interview this dude one day just to tell him how nice of a guy I think he is. Like, that's just a personal goal for me. So this guy did, and this isn't even, by the way, the first time he's done this. But after John Wick 4 had wrapped up, he gifted the entire stunt team with like $10,000 Rolex watches. Wow. Woo, look at this. Look at this. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. Let me look. Oh, look at that's so sharp. Oh, man. That is dope. And you know what? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, he's not the only person that's done this. Like, The Rock would do similar things like that too. But I remember there was a story about Keanu Reeves. He gave I think he part of the salary from the Matrix, he actually donated to the cast, and the staff and everything. This is what I'm talking about, man. Like, I just come on, man. Whew, I'm just saying. I love to see it. We talk about that. We point the negative stuff out. I want to take the time when there's positive stuff to talk about those two and give them the shine when they look at that guy. Look at him. This is what I'm talking about. It just make me want to do some nice things. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, I swear, that's just good inspiration. We need more Keanu Reeves out there. But anyway, I just wanted to show that, spread a little positivity out there. But actually, we can stay on this John Wick bandwagon. We have a John Wick spinoff that is going to happen. This was actually announced a long time ago. So if you recall, I want to say this was in John Wick. I don't know if it was in 2 or 3. I think it was in 3. Remember when John Wick was going to go get help from his old gang or whatever, and there were all those ballerinas, like dancing and stuff, and they were kind of like training. So the ballerina is going to be a spinoff. That's going to be a spinoff movie that they want to do. And it looks like they actually are in talks for the lead, and that is going to be Ana de Armas. She is in talks to be in the ballerina. I'm assuming she'll be like the ballerina. So hey, female John Wick universe spinoff, and she gonna be doing some ballerina moves and stuff. Hey, I'll take it. Here go. Yes, that's the same. Ooh, gosh, look at that. Oh gosh, look at that. Ooh. Golly, I wouldn't want to get kicked with them calf muscles. Yikes. Oh my goodness. They gonna choke some folks out with them suckers. Woo, man. So hey, look, the ballerina is going to be a John Wick spinoff movie, and they got Ana de Armas in there. And I don't know if you guys have seen the new James Bond movie, but she was legit. My girl was holding her own. She was doing her thing. I mean, I was ready for a James Bond spinoff with her character. But now you about to give her to me as the ballerina in the John Wick universe with all that action? Sign me up. I'm ready. I'm ready. So let me know what you guys are thinking about this. How you feeling about a ballerina movie? And, how do you feel about Ana de Armas is playing in that role as well? Let me get this real quick. Devin, thank you so much. Y'all better hit that like button for my dog. Oh, thank you, brother. Off topic. How do you feel about your Bulls this season? They could be straight. First of all, my Bulls are acting like they want to not just be middle of the road. Let's just make the playoffs and call it a day. We in here. We looking nice. We looking fine. We looking sturdy. I like everything about the Bulls right now. Woo, man. We out here trying to make some noise. Zach LaVine out there. Woo, we got DeRozan too. Oh, come on now. Vucevic. Woo, hitting them threes. The big man hitting the three. Come on, man. Don't get me started on this, man. We looking good. We looking proper. We gonna make some noise in the East. Because especially now that they changed up the rules and Harden can't get his fouls and stuff. Listen. Y'all watch out for my Bulls out there. Thank you, Devin. Appreciate you. Y'all watch out for them Bulls, though. We only see red. You see, I got the red on already. We only see red. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, Alejandro, thank you so much. Give me some Ana de Armas every day, twice on Sunday. Hey, man, I'm not mad at that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? Let's move on to the next subject. This is a quickie. Nothing crazy, but do y'all remember Army of the Dead? That is the Zack Snyder zombie movie that was on Netflix. Matter of fact, a prequel has already come out, and the prequel is about the locksmith cracker or whatever. Actually, I don't know if it came out or maybe it's coming out. I don't know. I wasn't checking for it. I didn't really care. But the safe cracker, they made a whole movie about him. And supposedly it's going to feed into like this little Army of the Dead universe that Zack Snyder is trying to like make or whatever. But they did finally announce the name of the sequel to Army of the Dead. And y'all, check this out. This is now going to be called Planet of the Dead. Yes. We done went from Army of the Dead. First of all, and I don't think they're not connected, but Zack Snyder did Dawn of the Dead. Now we got Army of the Dead. And then we're going to get Planet of the Dead. I don't even know what to make of this, because I remember watching Army of the Dead, and there was some weird stuff happening that they said would be explained later in future sequels. Like some of the zombies had like blue lights and stuff inside them, almost like they were robots or something, or cyborgs or something. I don't know. Zack Snyder be coming up with some wild stuff. But we going to Planet of the Dead? Hold on, Samuel. Yeah, that's probably gonna be the next one, right? Universe of the Dead, right? Like, then of course, Multiverse of the Dead. I mean, I don't know. If y'all interested in this, let me know. But yes, that's this is what happens when you let Zack Snyder just be unleashed. And you know what? I can't even be mad at him, because what expectations did we have with this? Right? It's not like he's taking beloved, well-known characters like Superman, Batman, whatever, and doing whatever he wants with it. This is an open lane. He can do whatever he wants. He can make up whatever he wants. He can say whatever he wants. And I really enjoyed Army of the Dead because I had zero expectations. I had nothing. Y'all are clowning in the comments with all these different names for movies with the dead. If you're on the replay gang, please go look at these comments. I'm trying to think, and I'm seeing all these comments. But anyway, I'm going into this anyway. I think it'll be fine. But anyway, if y'all are interested in a whole planet of zombies, let me know. There are no details as of yet. Let's see. Did he say anything? Let's see. Oh, hold on. Let me read this. The real adventure would be to see what happens to Didier, that's the safecracker, when the safe door closed. Did he get killed by Zeus or not? What happened? We don't see him die on camera, and there's still some time left. I won't tell you what happens in Army of the Dead 2, aka Planet of the Dead, but let's say that there's a chance Didier survives. And there's a chance that brush with death would have caused him to want to find a jailed Gwendolyn. Oh, okay. All right. I have no idea why they are so obsessed with this dude, with the safecracker. Like, I have no idea, but I don't know. I need to go watch the other one to see what's going on. Maybe I don't know if there's cyborg zombies or something. I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway, let me know what you think about this. Are y'all listen, Lonnie? I don't get it. I'm like, why him? I don't get it. They in my opinion. Well, I'll say they killed off one of the hardest characters in there. Old girl, if you remember the old girl when she was going out with a bang, that was my favorite character, and they got rid of her. So, hold on, Stephanie. They don't have the guts. But I would love to see it. Give me a zombie movie in the hood. What? Give me that. I want it. Thank you so much. Let's see. Oh, my man. Let's go. Just My Opinion Reviews. Thank you, brother. I'm late to the party, but we in this thing. Support this, brother. Oh, thank you so much, man. Thumbs up, y'all. Recast the T'Challa. Bob Chapek still sucks. Hashtag Dave Chappelle rules after dark. Oh, man. Thank you, brother. Hey, y'all be on the lookout. I just recorded a spoiler review for Eternals with my man Brandon K. Avery. Be on the lookout for that. We just talking Eternals. And this was like after our first viewing. I'm actually going to watch Eternals a second time to try and give it a fair shot. I want to be as fair as possible, make sure I didn't miss nothing before I do my other review. But after me and Brandon saw the movie, we did make a spoiler video where we just kind of talk about everything that happens in the movie, and kind of give our initial thoughts about it. So you'll be able to check that out. I will post that after the movie comes out. So if the movie comes out on Thursday or whatever, I'll post it like that following Friday. So that way people have a chance to see it. Then you can jump in our conversation and you'll know what we're talking about, etc., etc. And of course, I don't like spoilers, but I don't have a problem with them after the movie gets out. But thank you so much, and y'all be sure to go follow him as well. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Let's see. Okay, so yes, it was the weird fixation with Didier. This was new. So Ice Cube hit the news. What happened with him? So he was supposed to do this new movie with Jack Black, and it was going to be called Oh Hell No. That's a cheesy title. But apparently that's not going to happen because Ice Cube exits the comedy after declining a COVID-19 vaccine. Yes. So what ended up happening here was that Ice Cube was signed on for the project, but basically Sony was like, yo, you're going, we want everybody on staff, including the actors, to be vaccinated. Cube was like, no, or oh hell no. And apparently he just turned, so by declining this, he turned down $9 million. That's a pretty expensive no. Now, I mean, for some people, $9 million ain't nothing to laugh at. Like, people don't just give you $9 million like that, And I mean, I guess, I don't know how in demand Cube is particularly. I'm not saying he's a wash up or anything like that either, but the movie is already going to look for somebody else since Cube doesn't want to comply. Now, I will say, though, that Cube is, from what I've heard and what I've read, he is very, very pro mask, right? Like he's pro safety. So my assumption is that if you were to say, hey, you have to have negative COVID tests while on set, or like other measures, he would probably go along with that. But it seems like he's just not with the vaccine for whatever reason. And you know what? That's his choice. He has every right to not want to get vaccinated if he so chooses. Sony, at the end of the day, they're a private company. I guess they can mandate what they want as well. And that's actually kind of the beauty of having freedom, right? When you're free, you can mandate what you want, and when you're also free, you can walk away if you want. Ain't neither one thing is guaranteed. Like, they're losing Ice Cube, he's losing 9 million. There we go. So it is what it is. I do respect the fact that he has at least been safe. What is it? It says here that Ice Cube has promoted mask wearing in August. Bacone College in Oklahoma thanked the star and others for a donation of 2,000 masks to use as personal protective equipment in April 2020 during the lockdowns. He did the Check Yourself Before You Wreck Yourself branded t-shirts featuring the star in a mask in partnership with the manufacturer Blackout, with proceeds to benefit frontline health workers. So look, I got all the respect for Cube. He sounds like a straight up dude, stand-up guy. He shouldn't have to do vaccinations if he doesn't want to, and Sony doesn't have to stick with him if he doesn't want to do that either. So to me, it's a wash. And yeah, I agree, Nelson. He doesn't need the money. I get it, and even if he does need the money, he shouldn't have to be forced to go against his conscience if he doesn't want to. So anyway, let's see. We got that news down. Oh, so here's a little fun news. We gonna shift over to, are we almost there? Yeah, we almost there because we're gonna have to wrap up soon. We are gonna shift over to, which one are we gonna do? New Marvel movies. is on the docket. So this is just out now. So this is right after it was reported that Marvel was going to go into production for. Oh wait, hold on. Ashton, thank you so much for the $5 cash app. I see it here. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay. I want to make sure I didn't miss you. All right. Thank you so much, Ashton. Appreciate you. But yeah, so last time we talked about how Marvel's coming out with a standalone Hulk movie. Finally, right? They're finally going to do that. But in production starts, I want to say at the end of 2022. So at the end of next year, after She-Hulk, they're gonna start making the planet, I think it's the Planet Hulk movie or something like that. But from the same website, from the same source, and this is a source I do trust. So I'm not gonna share y'all, any old random rumors or all the clickbaity stuff. And by the way, please be careful what y'all click on. Some of y'all be hitting me up talking about, "E-Man, did you see this? Did you see this? Did you see that?" I'm just like, wait a minute. I don't chase every rumor out there because a lot of these outlets are just in it for the clicks. And what I mean is they don't care if it's right or wrong. They don't care if they verified the sources. They just want the clicks and the advertising. And I think that's a little bit of an abuse of a platform. It's great because people keep falling for it, but it's a waste of time if the news doesn't go anywhere. And yes, we know that rumors are rumors, but at the same time, where you're getting the rumors from do matter. But like I said, I do trust this website. This is the gww.com. I actually used to write for this website, so I'm definitely, I know how they operate. I know how they get down. I know that their sources are usually pretty reliable. But it's looking like we about to get a Thunderbolts movie and more coming up. Marvel's going to be doing this. They're going to start production in 2023. Now, do y'all remember back in, what did we do? We did Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Y'all remember Zemo going back to the jail cell and everything. So Thunderbolts, that is, I would say, almost like DC's version of Suicide Squad. Almost. It's a bunch of anti-heroes, anti-villains kind of coming together. Baron Zemo's in there. Let me see who else is in there. There's a whole bunch of people that be in this one. Bucky's in there as well, the Winter Soldier. Let's see. I think Luke Cage is in there sometimes. Hawkeye's in there. Ghost Rider. Like, it'd be a lot of different people. They mix it up a lot. Let's see. Ghost, Taskmaster's in there. General Ross is in there. So who knows what combination we're going to get in the actual movie. I'm actually kind of surprised because I would have thought that they were going to do a Thunderbolt series first, but it looks like they're going to make this a movie instead, which I do think is going to be kind of interesting if they go that route. But yeah, Luke Cage was in there, Electro's in there, like it, Punisher's in there. Like, yo, you could make a legit Thunderbolts movie, especially if you take some of them Netflix characters. That's gonna be a problem. Ooh, that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be nice. But in addition to this, the same source also said that Fantastic Four is going to start production at the end or during 2023. We're also going to get a Nova movie. Nova, if y'all remember, was part of the that the law enforcement corps, the Space Corps, and Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 1. I'm assuming they'll go with Richard Rider. He was kind of like the main character for that. But we'll have to wait and see. But I'm just happy that they're doing it. The Russo brothers teased that Nova was going to be coming to the MCU back during Infinity War anyway. Also, we got an Okoye project. It could be a streaming series where she gets like, kind of like the Wakanda Forever stuff, the Wakanda Disney Plus series, or she might actually get her own movie too. We don't know yet. But one way or another, we're getting more Okoye. The green light has also been given to Shang-Chi, so we're getting Shang-Chi the sequel. And apparently there's another very secret project that this site is going to be revealing very soon. Um, but I would say that it is definitely something to keep an eye on. I am very excited for all of these projects. Y'all already know I'm down for almost everything and anything Black Panther related. I'm here for Okoye. She is the girl. She is the dog. Listen, she is not someone you want to mess with. Man, let's go. I am with that all day. Let's see. It is, I think there was another one that they were going to do. I don't see it. Okay, yeah, I think that was it. Let's see, and then Hawkeye comes out November 24th. So we got that to look forward to coming up very, very soon. Which one of these are you guys more excited for? Let's see, Shang-Chi 2, the Okoye spinoff, Nova, Fantastic Four, or the Thunderbolts. It's a lot to pick from. While you guys are deciding, let's see what we got. Zoe, is Marvel slipping? The last couple movies are meh. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, listen, here's the thing. This ain't the first time Marvel slipped up. You know what I'm saying? Like, Marvel has like not very good movies in their lineup. Thor 1 exists, Thor 2 exists, Captain Marvel exists. There are not all those great movies, that are out there. And when I say not so great, I'm talking about relative to Marvel itself. Marvel's got 23, 24 some odd movies out, if not more. And at this point, the MCU is so large, you can only compare it with itself, because even some of their worst movies are still better than other studio movies. So, are they slipping? I mean, this might be just, even shooters go on cold streaks, like Steph Curry bricks. It happens. It's just you got to wait for it to get hot. Personally, I think that Spider-Man No Way Home is going to bring it home. And Doctor Strange, I already been saying, I got nothing but positive feelings and a gut feeling that it is going to be mind-blowing. So, that's where I think we in the low spot right now. But it's definitely gonna pick up right after that. Thank you so much. Let's see, Diane Mitchell. Let's go. Let's see. Where can I watch it right? Oh, where can you? That's a good question. Hold on, let me see. Is it on Amazon Prime? I thought I saw it there. I mean, if you want to pay for it, I'm pretty sure you can find it almost anywhere. Um, but I would say Amazon Prime Video right now. I think it was streaming on Hulu, but you're gonna have to look for it a little bit. I'm sorry. Like, obviously, it depends on what you subscribe to. But yeah, wherever you find it, it's worth it. Like, even if you got to pay for it to rent it, like, get it, watch it. 1 and 2, Raid and the Raid Redemption, both fantastic. Thank you so much. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. I had something. Okay. All right. Okay. Okoye and a Fantastic Four. Okay. Maybe that. Yeah, I think the Okoye thing will be awesome. Like, I don't even know what she'd be doing, but I don't care. Like, I just want to see her like going out there and just whooping everybody. Dora Milaje, man, come on with it. Let's go. All right, Alejandro, let's go. It's going to be tough to beat the 10-year run of the Infinity Saga, but they will be very, very good films. Not all are going to hit 1,000. Yes, that's it. Honestly, like, we have to, it's almost like Marvel is starting all over again, right? Like, they have to, like, especially with Eternals. Eternals is trying to open up the cosmic side of things. Doctor Strange is going to open up like more of the magic and the multiverse and stuff. Like, they have to introduce us to a much larger universe now. And it's going to take some time. I think we're going to have to kind of like wait all the way until maybe another 10 years to really look back and be like, man, they had us in the first half, but they brought it home after. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. I mean, don't forget, mutants are coming. They are gonna do a movie with the mutants. We don't know how, why, what they're gonna do, but that could be the game changer too. Who knows? But anyway, thank you so much, Alejandro. What do we got here? K-Pack, what's going on, man? I'm gonna be 40 by the time we get an FCU X-Men film. You might. You might. I don't, I mean, like, what is it? We in 2021 now. So think about it like this. Before Disney bought Fox, they already had the plans for everything up to Endgame and a little bit after. They already had phase 4, which we're in right now, planned out. And they didn't know when they would actually get the rights to the mutants and stuff like that. So everything that's playing out now, including up to Eternals, including Spider-Man No Way Home, including Doctor Strange 2, all that stuff, you're probably not going to see mutants at all, or at least not yet, only because those things were not in the plans, because Marvel's always like 4 or 5 years ahead of whatever we are in right now. So whatever we're seeing right now, they've already planned out the stories for the next 5 years in advance. That's why when you go to Avengers Endgame, they do a 5-year jump. But notice everything in What If, Loki, WandaVision, all that stuff, they either take place in 2023 or before or in between, because they're kind of filling in the gaps. So by the time we get to 2023, that's when all the new stuff is really going to hit the ground running. So yeah, it is going to be something that we're going to have to wait for, but I don't think we're going to have to wait as long as we think. It just won't be like immediate yet. Let's see. Nelson, thank you so much. I think the next phases is building up to something big, and the Disney Plus Marvel series keeps my interest. That's the plan. That's the plan. Like the Disney Plus series are really just fillers. They're really just a way to kind of keep Marvel relevant, keep them going, give us something. So remember, they shifted their schedule. We talked about this last week. They shifted their schedule, like everything down, like either a couple of months or 5 months or whatever. And which means that they're going to be, instead of 3 months, they're going to be 5 months in between most Marvel movies. That's just a way for them to milk the Disney Plus shows in between that supplement those movies and hype them up. So it's all a business move. We'll be all right. We definitely, we're not going to be lacking for content. I know that much for sure. All right. Now, I told y'all we was going to talk about Eternals. Let's see. Oh, wait, hold on 1 second. Let me write this in. To type that in. Okay, so we're gonna stay on the Marvel bandwagon. Yes, I told you we was gonna stay on Eternals. I don't know if y'all seen this, but Eternals apparently has opened as the lowest rated Marvel Cinematic Universe movie on Rotten Tomatoes. Yes, it has beaten out Thor 2. Thor 2 was the worst. It was the worst rated. It was either Thor 2 or Captain Marvel. Not sure which one. I don't really care which one. But right now it is currently being ranked that low. Now, let me just say that actually let me see what the actual ratings are. I want to see what because by the time this was Rotten Tomatoes, when this was released, I want to say there was only a couple. Okay. Ooh, it got worse. Oh, yeah, right now it is sitting at 60%. Now, what I was looking for here was how many reviews, it was only at 80. So at 80 reviews, and this is critics, these are people that have actually seen the movie. It was at like 58, 59. Now it's at 60. No, it was at 63 last time I saw it. Now it's at 60. Whew, man, this is rough. Because to be honest with y'all, I really thought going in. My initial impression was that before I had even seen Eternals, that this movie, because of the director Chloe Zhao, she's a more of an indie director. I thought critics would have been loving this. I thought the press would have been like, "Oh my gosh, so amazing! Oh my gosh, this is cinema." Like I thought they would have been gushing over this. But I mean, I told y'all, even in my own screening, and I went to a press screening, so everybody in there is like press. They was out there like, so I was like, oh man, if y'all not feeling this, and this is a more artsy, dramatic shift because it's not the fun, action-packed Marvel stuff that we're used to. I thought they would have been loving it, but the fact that they kind of iffy on it, I'm like, golly, how are the average people gonna feel then? Because I don't know. If y'all don't like it, then I don't know what to tell you. So the mere fact that that was happening, and it got rated lower than Captain Marvel, lower than Thor 2. Come on, man. You got to be doing some real damage. If you got I personally don't even have it rated that low. I don't have it rated that low. But my goodness, yeah. Nicole, I believe that news just like I believed your face in the reaction. Listen, y'all be talking about the face. I'm telling you, like, it's just how I felt. I don't know. Like, I couldn't make it up to you. I don't think you could pay me to lie about how I feel about a movie. Like, y'all would know if I was lying. I'd be like, hey, y'all, Venom 2 was great. And Halloween Kills was amazing. That's my signal to call for help. If y'all ever see me I'm calling for help. Okay. So yeah, I couldn't, but I don't know. I'm trying to be nice. I hope other people like it. And maybe I was just missing something, but but yeah, the fact that it was like opening up that low, that shocked me. I knew it was gonna be the best thing in the world, but the fact that it's that low, definitely, that was something. But here's the other thing, and this is what I don't like. Unfortunately, this does happen, and it's stupid. But this movie has also been getting review bombed, as this says, by homophobic trolls online on IMDb. They were basically going on IMDb and rating the movie very, very low because it has an LGBTQ couple in there. It's stupid. This is one of the reasons why I want to say it was either Fandango and or Rotten Tomatoes. This is why they changed up the rating system, where when fans do give their ratings and stuff, they have to be verified. Like, you have to make sure that these people actually saw the movie, because you got all these people who have not seen the movie and are homophobic, and they're going out there giving the movie low ratings just because there's like a gay kiss or something in there or whatever. And it's kind of like, grow up. Like, come on now. There's plenty of other things to negatively talk about in this movie than that. Just saying. Just saying. Like, a gay couple in a movie is not the worst thing. It's not even like noticeable. It's not a big deal. But the fact that people got the energy to be this dumb is so stupid to me. So stupid. So I'm very, very sad and disappointed that the world is still like this. That people have to go out there. I'm like, if you're gonna call a movie bad, I don't know, see it first. I know it's a wild idea, but it would be helpful. Let's see. What do we got? We got a couple comments here. My man Nelson, let's go. Eternals shouldn't be worse than Venom 2, right? No, it's not worse than that. I had to think about that for a second. No, I would watch Eternals to I would watch Eternals before I would have to watch Venom 2 again. 100%. Would not doubt that at all. Venom is trash to me. I'm sorry. Y'all know I don't get down with Venom like that. Like it's a very stupid movie. Like it's a stupidly made movie. Budget was way too big. Cast was way too good. Characters, source material is way too deep and rich to be that trash and lazy and corny. So that's my opinion though. Y'all can go have fun with it. That's fine, but not for me. Not in my opinion, G. All right, thanks, Nelson. Let's see. Jen, thank you so much. I would adore it if the MCU attempts another shot at the Dark Phoenix saga because Fox X-Men did not do a good job. Here's my thing, Jen. I don't want to see another Phoenix for another 20 years. Fox done milked that thing for so long. I'm like, I'm tired of Jean and her Phoenix. I don't care. I don't care. The X-Men have so many stories that ain't got nothing to do with the Phoenix. So many stories. We don't need it. I'm just saying, let that die. Like, let another generation have that later. I'm totally with you that I would love to see how the MCU would do it, but I need to forget whatever has been. They gave us like 2 movies, 3, 2. Ugh. I need some time. I need some time first. I just because they be milking that story too much. I'm straight. But thank you, Jen. I'm with you on the fact that I want the MCU, but I need some time. Let's see. LD, what's going on? Is Eternals worth seeing in 40x? I would say I don't think it's necessary, but if you are watching Eternals on the big screen, make sure it's a nice screen. Make sure it's a good sound quality. Like it's beautifully shot. Chloe Zhao takes that camera, she does her thing. It's dope to watch. I don't think you need the 40x though. I just think if you got if you're at a nice theater and they got a good setup, that's all you need. That's all you need. You'll be all right. So I personally would not absolutely need it. In that case, hold on. Let me see. Is there some? Oh, hold up. We have a troll. Oh, hey, Steph. I think I gave y'all mod squad. I think y'all can kick people out. That's okay. I'll kick them out. He gone. I don't know who that is. I don't know. They gone. Okay. All right. I think they gone now. All right. Get the mod squad. You know what I'm saying? Mod squad be taking care of folks. Thank you. I don't know what the spam comes from, but yeah, anytime you get some weird stuff like that, just kick them out. I don't care. We ain't gonna lose no sleep. It's all good. Let's see. Ishmael, thank you so much. Cancel culture is real for the fake ones. Okay. Yeah, it is. It should be. I think, but okay, let's see. So it is okay. Good. Eric, stop. No, it's not. Y'all, I should have never talked to y'all about Anthony Mackie. I should have never. I should have never mentioned nothing about Anthony Mackie because let me go on to the next topic. It's getting late and y'all acting up already. Let me get to the next topic. All right, so I don't know if y'all have heard, but there have been a bunch of different stories that have come out. Apparently there is a book that has been released. Actually, I'm gonna try and buy the book when I get the chance. It's a book called The Story of Marvel Studios, the making of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And it's like a behind the scenes collection of pretty much like, all the things that happen, behind the scenes. So things in production meetings, issues with directors and decisions that were made and what could have been, what didn't happen and all that. And there were a couple stories that leaked from this, or not leaked, but it's included. I hope to actually, I think I'm gonna try it. The book is like $90. Like, golly, for a book. All right. Hope y'all made an audio book or something. But I'm gonna go ahead and try and get that, and just see if there are like some more stuff. I'll try to get it and then summarize it so that y'all don't have to read it, you know. But the most some interesting stuff that came out. Um, okay, Amber, you say you got it. It's a good listen. That thing is huge. I think it was like 500 something pages and all of that stuff. Like, yeah. So I will definitely. But I'm glad to hear that that you think it's good. So I'll definitely be getting that myself too. So one of the stories that popped up was y'all remember this scene from Endgame? Yeah, with all the ladies teaming up, talking about that they were going to help Captain Marvel when Captain Marvel didn't need no help in the first place. Like y'all remember that, right? Yeah. So apparently, one of the producers says that Marvel Studios was worried that that scene with all the female heroes would be considering pandering. No, no. This that wouldn't have been pandering, would it? With all the women just joining up for no real reason whatsoever. Let me read what she says. She has said something. This is the producer, Trin Tran. She said that producer Trin Tran explained that there were always plans to really showcase and empower the women in Endgame, but test audiences were not too keen on the first version of the scene. When we started screen testing it, there was a little concern for, does it come off as pandering? Are we going to get people saying, oh, you're just putting that in the scene there just to put the scene in there? Does it actually have a story to tell with the rest of the narrative? Tran said in the behind the scenes book written by Tara Bennett and Paul Terry. That was always a concern in the back of our heads. So it was a concern for y'all, and y'all still went with it. But wait, what we got was super pandering. What the hell was the other scene then? What did you do before that was even more pandering than this? Because this was bad. This was bad. And you know what? If you go watch Infinity War, there was a moment where you had the women when it was Okoye, Black Widow, and they were fighting the Black Order chick. They were fighting her. And then Wanda came through to help fight that scene when they were literally in the trenches in Wakanda fighting. That made sense. It was fine. There was no that was female empowerment without putting it in a framework of pandering. It made sense. To be honest with you, I didn't even sit there at Proxima Midnight. Thank you so much, Travis. I didn't even sit here and think about it. Didn't dawn on me that, oh my gosh, this scene has all women in it, because I was in the flow of things. It made sense. And I was like, yo, the fact that it happened to be there, that's cool. If it works for other people, if other women look at that and be like, hey, that's a really cool thing or whatever, great. But to me, it just made sense and it was cool. That scene, this was trash. Because even when it happened in Endgame, it didn't make sense. When I tell you this made no sense, I'm trying to tell you, go back and watch this scene. This is the scene where Captain Marvel had the gauntlet. She had to get to the van and they were going to give her backup. Not one person did a thing. What is Mantis doing here? What is Mantis going to do here? I've always wondered why she's there. Who's she going to put to sleep? What is her purpose? Captain Marvel didn't need not one of these people behind her at all. She just flew right through all of them. I'm sick. I'm whatever. Okay. All right. Let me get to this. They were worried it was pandering. Oh, gosh. The strut by the Wasp stole the whole scene. While adjusting her wristband, whipping the ponytail, she shut them all down in 2 seconds. I'm with it. I like the Wasp, actually. I like her. She is really, really a good actress, and I like the character, how they're portraying her so far. Anyway, no, no, no. I have these are legitimate questions. I want you to go. I want you to go watch Endgame and tell me how Mantis survived. How did she make it out of Endgame? She should have been like one of the first people killed. I ain't seen her do a kung fu move at all. I don't. Did you see the monsters that they were fighting in Thanos' army? And you let her go fight by herself? If she was on Drax's back or something, fine. I'll give her that. No. Nope. Whack. I don't understand why they did it. I don't know. Anyway, that's not the only story that was leaked or released from there. Y'all remember I had this conversation with y'all. Now I'm gonna bring this up. Not only was that talked about in the book, but the Avengers Age of Ultron script changed because of internet rumors that Marvel was setting up a solo Hulk movie. Woo! How many times have I told y'all Marvel will change whenever they need to change? They will delay things whenever they want to delay things. Marvel will stop production, start production. They will take things out at the last minute. They will do whatever they want to do. They changed the story for the Hulk, the ending of the Hulk in Age of Ultron, based off of a rumor, just a rumor, because somebody, let me read the story. I want y'all to understand this. We went so far, this is Kevin Feige, president of Marvel Studios. We went so far to change the Age of Ultron script because of the internet rumors. The whole script. Back in 2013, Latino Review reported that Marvel Studios had plans for a standalone Hulk movie called Planet Hulk, starring Mark Ruffalo. The story involved, obviously, the Hulk or a green character going to Sakaar and becoming a gladiator. Feige himself tried to dispel the rumor at the time, telling MTV he thought that Planet Hulk was a cool story, but an adaptation that would get bogged down by dense mythology. Here's something I want y'all to pay attention to. In 2014, Mark Ruffalo, aka Bruce Banner, expressed skepticism, telling MTV News, "I don't think Planet Hulk is the way to go yet. I think you need more Bruce Banner. The whole thing is just him and Banner on a planet fighting other gladiators." Did I not tell y'all about this Hollywood thing where the actors lose sight of what the fans actually want? Did I not talk about this the other day? Some of y'all were clowning me, thinking I was hating on Mark Ruffalo. No, I was telling you that he was giving Marvel Feige ideas on what to do with the Hulk. And he just told y'all right there, Planet Hulk, it's only Hulk fighting all these monsters and stuff on another planet. Who told you we didn't want to see that? Did y'all want, correct me if I'm wrong, did y'all want to see a standalone Planet Hulk movie back in 2015? I did. I would have loved to see Hulk just fighting random different aliens the whole time and not really see a lot of Bruce Banner. That's what the comics did. This is what I'm talking about. Bruce Banner, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. I go to a Hulk movie for the Hulk. I don't go there for Mark Ruffalo or Bruce Banner like that. You the sideshow. I'm not saying you shouldn't be there, but you ain't the main act. But you see how like Mark Ruffalo, now dare I say, should I put the blame on why Marvel's failed the Hulk because of his suggestions? You think we needed to see Professor Hulk before Planet Hulk? Planet Hulk is like one of the best stories for Hulk. That and World Breaker Hulk. Get that Savage Hulk. That's the bread and butter right there for the big green giant. But no, we don't need that. What did he say? Let me get back to what Mark Ruffalo said. I don't think Planet Hulk is the way to go yet. I think you need more Banner. Who told him this? Who told it? One of y'all must have told him that we needed more Banner. I don't know. I didn't tell him that. I didn't tell him that at all. But the whole point of what I was saying here anyway, I'm so disappointed in the Hulk. The whole point of this is the fact that Marvel was willing to change a whole script, a whole story based off a rumor. Imagine what they would do if Marvel actually heard and understood and felt the idea that people might not be down for you killing T'Challa. I think they could change that script too. I think they could change that story too. We already had reports that the script is still being changed for Wakanda Forever. That was from Angela Bassett. That's reported. Go look it up. We talked about it on this channel already. Oh, and I'm gonna follow up on that point in just a minute, but let me get these comments before they disappear. Loud, what's going on? The women probably said, "Let's go, girl power." Actually, they did. So not that, but I think it was Brie Larson or something. They were basically putting a lot of pressure on them, saying like, "Hey, we got all these women, all these heroes together. We got to do something." So that kind of pushed the envelope a little bit to get something happening. Now, that might also get the A Force team or whatever, which is like the all women thing together. I don't know. As long as it makes sense, I don't have a problem with it. But like the fact that it feel right now, it feels like everything is being forced. And when it's forced and it's not natural, people could tell, and people don't usually respond well to it. I mean, like Black Panther wasn't forced because Wakanda is a thing. Wakanda was always a thing. It was built up. It led up to something. So seeing all those black folks wasn't like a pandering diversity play. It was actually integral to the story. They're gonna have to find a way to make a reason as to why all these women are together and all the men are gone for whatever reason, without it looking like pandering. So I don't know how they're gonna do it, but good luck with that. Friga's Belt, what's going on, girl? They traded that scene for one where Valkyrie and Okoye were supposed to trade weapons. Okay, that would have been so good, and they dropped it. Man. See. Messing up. I be telling y'all, man, listen, I'm a Marvel fan all day, but I be telling you, they be dropping the ball on things too. Marvel is not perfect whatsoever. Marvel has done fantastically amazing, great things, and I will give them all the credit in the world when they do right. But man, they mess up too. They are human. They don't do everything perfectly. They are not above reproach either. Kevin Feige gonna catch these criticisms right along the same side. He gonna catch these praises. Whew. Kev, what's going on? Look at it this way. We can understand why the Hulk would be pissed at this point. Yes, Kev, thank you so much. If I'm the Hulk, I'd be pissed too. I'd be throwing Banner in the trunk, telling him to sit his little butt in there too. We need more Banner. Man, if you don't sit your... That's why we can't have nice things. Jen, what's going on? Eventually, I hope we can get Hulk in the Savage Land. Ooh, as I love to see Hulk riding a T-Rex. However, I hope we get a Savage Land movie nonetheless. I'll be with that as well. I'll take that. But hey, according to Mark Ruffalo, maybe it's going to be Bruce Banner riding that T-Rex. That'll be fun, right? Right? Yeah, well, Marvel need to quit listening to Ruffalo. That's all I know. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate you. Let's go. Nelson, Professor Hulk was Ruffalo's idea, allegedly. I know it was. I know it had to have been. And they were like, hey, but it's in the comics, so it's fine. But didn't nobody ask for that? I didn't care for that. I didn't need that. Oh, man. Okay. Now here's something else. Because we ain't done yet. Ooh, and this is a good one. That's a good one. In the same book, y'all boy, Kevin Feige, initially wanted the original 6 Avengers to die in Endgame until the Russo brothers pushed back. Joe Russo said that Kevin Feige had a different plan in mind for the original 6 in Endgame. Feige's initial pitch involved the superheroes dying, but the Russo brothers pushed back. The film killed off Tony Stark, Iron Man, and Natasha rather than going for all 6. So, according to the book authors, the Russo brothers pushed back against Feige's idea because the storyline wouldn't adequately celebrate the beloved superheroes. It would also be difficult for Marvel fans to process that volume of those characters' losses. In other words, for whatever reason, Kevin Feige has the idea, or at least it's crossed his mind, that killing superheroes is a good way to celebrate them or to honor them. Since when? Why? Later on, they also say that it was one of the producers, I believe, that pushed back and also said that, hey, rather than killing off Captain America, let's have him have a nice, let's have him reunite with Peggy Carter instead and give him a happy ending. This is stuff that they had to push onto Kevin Feige because he thought, nah, let's just kill Captain America. Let's kill Iron Man. Let's kill Natasha. Let's kill Hawkeye. Let's kill Hulk. What do we need Hulk for? Let's kill Thor too. Hey, you know what? Then we'll honor him. We'll build a statue or something for him. I will name a helicarrier after him. I don't know what they were gonna do. I just don't understand what is going through his mind that he's like under the impression that it's okay to just kill superheroes in order to honor and celebrate them. No, you don't. Look at what they did with Falcon. They didn't have to kill Falcon, and Falcon was traveling across the world and everything after the blip. People around the world was like, yo, thank you for saving our lives. They were celebrating and honoring him, and they're alive. What is this weird fixation Feige has with killing characters? Just Let me get this. Didier, what's going on? Thank you so much. Can we get the Maestro? Listen. And for those of you that don't know, Maestro is a future version of the Hulk that conquers everything. That is Hulk to the extreme. Y'all don't want to mess with the Maestro. I think we might get Maestro, especially if they play with the multiverse. I think that is going to be something for sure. When they go that way, I don't know. But yeah, anyway, I don't get it. I don't get what this fixation is. And it's like I hope this is not a way for him to like finally get his way by killing T'Challa. I hope not. But I don't know. I think there are better ways to honor characters than, killing them off, especially if like, the main actor thought differently. So, we about to wrap up with our last 2 topics of the night. Of course, these are the big ones that have been making news all week long. Y'all already know that Dave Chappelle has been in the news multiple times ever since he's done his literally like the day he did his comedy special, The Closer. Um, that has been a controversy with him and the trans and LGBTQ community. And throughout all this stuff, we talked about it in previous lives. You know, the Netflix employees did a virtual walkout. You had people getting fired from Netflix, and I believe we're also trans, not because of their voices or their opinions, but because they leaked company data. You had the Netflix CEO basically say, like, Dave makes money. So he makes us money, we gonna keep him. Then he comes out and basically says, like, oh, I messed up. I should have acknowledged the pain that other people are feeling. Yada yada yada. Whatever. Here's the thing though. Did you see what Dave Chappelle actually said? So Dave Chappelle himself has released a video of responding to the criticisms. And he says that he'll meet with the employees, but he won't bend to anybody's demands. And he released this on a whole video. Now, I don't know if if I'm gonna get blocked for this. So if you watching this on the replay, gang, sorry if YouTube takes it down or whatnot. You can go to Dave Chappelle's Instagram and watch the video there. But I do have the full video here for us to watch. Let me make sure. Hold on, because I want to make sure I got the actual thing. Yes, okay. So I do have the full video here. So I'd like to watch it with you all. So we can kind of like, so y'all can share and get your own opinions in this as well. So here we go. Let's if you I don't know if you don't want to watch it, but it's about like 5 minutes long. So sit back. If you got a drink or something, go ahead and take a sip. Here is Dave Chappelle in his own words responding to the backlash with everything that's been going on. Check it out.
It's been said in the press that I was invited to speak to the transgender employees at Netflix, and I refuse. That is not true. If they had invited me, I would have accepted it, although I am confused about what we are speaking about. I said what I said, and boy, I heard what you said. My God, how could I not? You said you want a safe working environment at Netflix. Well, it seems like I'm the only one that can't go to the office anymore. I want everyone in this audience to know that even though the media frames this, that it's me versus that community, that is not what it is. Do not blame the LGBTQ community for any of this shit. This has nothing to do with them. It's about corporate interests and what I can say and what I cannot say. For the record, and I need you to know this, everyone I know from that community has been nothing but loving and supporting. So I don't know what all this nonsense is about. In summer 2020, when the whole world shut down, I was outside doing shows. My neighbor had a cornfield, and he let me throw shows there, and people came from all over the country. Some people came from around the world to see those shows. The best comedians on earth came to my home and broke bread with me. And we lived our lives. We found a way to keep moving forward. I made a whole documentary about it. The first night of those shows was a piece that some of you might have seen. It was called 846, and it dealt with the murder of George Floyd. This film that I made was invited to every film festival in the United States, and some of those invitations I accepted. And when this controversy came out about The Closer, they began disinviting me from these film festivals. And now, today, not a film company, not a movie studio, not a film festival, nobody will touch this film. Thank God for Ted Sarandos at Netflix. He's the only one that didn't cancel me yet. To the transgender community, I am more than willing to give you an audience, but you will not summon me. I am not bending to anybody's demands. And if you want to meet with me, I'd be more than willing to, but I have some conditions. First of all, you cannot come if you have not watched my special from beginning to end. You must come to a place of my choosing and a time of my choosing. And thirdly, you must admit that Hannah Gadsby is not funny. I desperately want people to see this movie, but I understand why investors would be nervous. Since nobody will touch it, I'll tell you what I'll do. I will make it available for all of you in 10 American cities, going on sale in the next few days. You will be able to see this movie in its entirety, and you can see what they're trying to obstruct you from seeing. And you can judge for yourself, but you cannot have this conversation and exclude my voice from it. That is only fair. You have to answer the question, am I canceled or not? Then let's go. Thank you very much, and good night.
Well, there you have it. That is Dave Chappelle's, in his own words, for the whole controversy and backlash. It is what it is, right? By the way, yes, I did have to take the rag off. I forgot I had a haircut, went to the barber and everything. You can't have like a haircut and not show it up. You got to get you know what I'm saying? Anyway. So I don't personally think he's canceled. Obviously, people still love him. There are a lot of things here. Let's see, what was like the first thing? So apparently, all these film studios and festivals don't want to touch his documentary because they being a little too cautious. They are siding with the public, which is what they usually do. They usually don't want to ruffle feathers, because they want to keep people happy, because they don't want to get canceled. If anybody goes and touch Dave Chappelle at this point or his material, it's like, if you support Dave Chappelle, then therefore you support, I don't know, being transphobic, homophobic, or whatever phobic or whatever negative stuff that people are doing. Because unfortunately, we live in this world, in this society today, where people are on extremes. Either, something is 100% wrong or something is 100% right. There's no in between. God forbid we have any nuance or complexity to these already complicated issues. Some things are black and white, I agree, and some things are also gray. But that's the importance of having an actual conversation. So you do have to kind of go ahead and have that conversation. And that's why what I respect, at least from Dave, because we talked about this before, where it was just reported that Dave said he was open to talking to the trans community or the Netflix employees, but he had not heard from them. Then we heard the back and forth on TMZ that the employees tried to reach out to Dave, but they didn't hear nothing. Whatever. Well, at this point, ain't no he said, she said, whatever. Like, Dave is out there. It's on video. He posted it on his own social media. that's what he's like, yo, we can talk, we can meet, let's go. And like he said at the end of his actual special, um, he won't tell another joke about the trans community until they can laugh together. So I think the door is open enough. Whether you have the patience or tolerance to extend enough grace to have a conversation with Dave Chappelle or not, whatever. I can always commend people for at least um, being open to have the conversation. I do think that it is a little sad that the studios are not allowing him to actually do his documentary. I think that like he should be free to do it, but he's giving you guys all these dates. He's going to release it to the general public. I don't know how exactly that's going to work. Like, is it just going to drop in theaters only on those certain days in those certain cities? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I'm pretty sure somebody, well, no, I don't want to say it'll get bootlegged, but I wouldn't be surprised with today's world. Let's see. This whole Hannah Gadsby thing, first of all, that was kind of funny. And it was funny because I have no idea who Hannah Gadsby is. I had to go look it up. Like, do y'all know who Hannah Gadsby is? Like, I have no idea. Like, I've never checked for Hannah Gadsby. And I'm mad because now I'm like, do I need to go look at this just to see? I don't know. I don't know. SJ, she ain't funny. Okay. All right. It's kind of funny to me that oh, so she's autistic. Oh, okay. All right. All right. It's kind of funny to me because I feel like he almost like destroyed her career. I don't know if she's popping or not. I don't know if she's good or whatever. I've never heard of her prior to Dave Chappelle uttering her name, but I feel like he just destroyed her, kind of like how Jamie Foxx did to that guy. I don't even know what happened. I forgot his name. Doug, was it Doug Williams? Oh my god, if y'all have ever seen that, what was his name? It was the I'm Your Conscience. Yeah, yes, hold on. Here it is. If y'all ever saw, it was the Emmett Smith roast session, and Jamie Foxx destroyed Doug Williams, destroyed this man's career. Destroyed. It almost felt like Dave just did something similar here. It almost felt like that. But yeah, I'm Your Conscience. Ooh, that still has me in tears. That is the funniest roast I've ever seen. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Whew. What else was there? So yeah. So but I can already see people having a problem with Dave's talking about not bending and how he wants them to come at a place of his choosing at his time when he's comfortable. I can already hear the backlash. But then again, I'm also thinking like he's also a celebrity. He's way more high profile. Why would he just show up at wherever y'all are at? I think it kind of makes a little bit more sense of like, yeah, like I need to make sure the place is secure. I need to make sure I'm available because I'm a celebrity, versus like a couple of Netflix employees here or there. So yeah, I don't think it's completely unreasonable, but I do expect some backlash just from that. Let me grab this comment real quick. This was from a past topic, but I didn't want it to disappear. I got you, stand-up guy. Damn, kill off all 6 Avengers. They really wanted to hurt people's feelings. Yeah, right. And how you gonna process all of that in the last couple minutes of the movie when all that other stuff happened? Yeah, that was definitely a faux pas on Feige's part. But thank you, stand-up guy. You're a stand-up dude for real. Giving me thank you for the contribution. Wait, there's another one here. Lisa, thank you so much for the $10 Venmo. I appreciate you. Was there someone else? Okay, yeah. Thank you so much, Lisa, for that Venmo. You are all right in my book. Thank you so much. All right, hold on. We got some more here. Let me get you. I'm catching up. Kev, let's go. The same people wanted Chappelle. One, I'm assuming to cancel Chappelle, wanted him to put on a dress. Or yeah. That was one of the reasons why he walked away. He didn't want to do it. Yeah, that's true. Let's go. Thanks, Kev. Angel, what's going on? I got a chance to see the documentary at the Hollywood Bowl. Wonderful documentary, but he will never be canceled. Much love to you, fam. Oh man, that's dope. I'm glad you got a chance to see it. I mean, it sounded, if it's anything like 846, where he was referencing George Floyd and all that, I absolutely would love to see that. That thing was fantastic, and it was just a couple minutes. So if that's part of it, please, by all means, like, let's watch it. You know, I want to see it. Thank you, Angel. I'm glad you were able to see it, and I'm glad it was good. Lau, what's going on? Thank you so much. If comedians avoid every topic because we're all being woke, comedy will die. I don't hear complaints yet when religion or culture are the jokes. Yeah, I mean, it's apparently it's levels to all of this, right? Like, I mean, even within his own comedy setup, he purposely did jokes on different levels. He did a joke of anti-Semitism with the space Jews. Did nobody really react? He did a joke with Catholic priests and molestation. Did nobody really, you get a chuckle off of that. And what did he say? It's only going to get worse. He starts talking about the LGBTQ community, riot, problems, fire. That's the levels. He makes racist jokes. Nobody cares. He makes anti-Semitic jokes. Nobody cares. He talks about white people. Nobody cares. He talks about LGBT. Boom, we get a reaction. I'm just saying, I'm not agreeing or disagreeing with him. I'm just saying that is what his intention was. And he proved it right because society is obviously reacting the way he was criticizing. He's saying, hey, racism is just as bad as homophobia. Racism is just as bad as transphobia, but we don't treat it the same. There are different levels of sensitivity and protectiveness. And for Dave, he's like, yo, I hate white supremacy. I've been hating white supremacy ideology. And, we apparently as a society don't treat them the way they should be treated. So he crosses the line on purpose to prove his point. So, anywho, thank you so much, Lyle. Appreciate you. Let's see. Did I miss somebody? Nope, I didn't. Okay. Oh, ha. So, yeah, just to, of course, because we had to do this. Plot twist. Caitlyn Jenner defends Dave Chappelle amid Netflix's closer controversy. Yeah. So, there you go. Caitlyn says that Dave is 100% right. This isn't about the LGBTQ movement. It's about woke cancel culture run amok, trying to silence free speech. We must never yield or bow to those who wish to stop us from speaking our minds. Well, I don't know how y'all feel about that. Caitlyn Jenner said what Caitlyn Jenner said. I don't listen. I don't know how much I don't know how much anybody wants to get to it because Caitlyn's kind of said a lot of interesting things in the past. Some things that even her own community don't agree with. Personally, I would not be listening to Caitlyn Jenner. I just think it's so funny that they decided to weigh in. I mean, I have listened to as many sides as possible, so I've tried to make sure that there's enough sympathy and empathy on all different sides. I just thought it was funny that Caitlyn Jenner decided to respond to all this. Yeah, okay. I'm not even gonna go deeper into that. I already been canceled a couple times. Which is hilarious, but whatever. And by the way, I love the fact that Dave actually said, watch the special. Don't come at me if you ain't even watched it yet. Oh, thank you. Because when I tell you, people just be making themselves look so silly. I don't care how much you are against a topic. It is imperative for you to be as informed as possible, and that might mean listening to what the other side has to say. Like I've said this before, this is a little off topic. Being in seminary, I'm a Christian. I used to engage in a lot of debates. I used to watch a lot of debates when it came to non-believers. So because that's just the format of the debate. I loved the topics. They were super engaging. Does God exist? You know, is God immoral? Just all these really cool, interesting topics. But the thing is, there's no way I would be able to really engage in the conversation if I just shut off whenever an atheist would speak or a Muslim would speak or somebody else or an agnostic would speak. I had to listen. Matter of fact, I went out and read their books, not to argue, but to really listen to the other side and understand the other side. How can I? Who knows? Maybe you would have changed my mind. But the thing is, how can I engage in the argument? Of course, I did, would be on the opposite side. But part of the respect is that I hear you, I understand you, but here's how I'm going to counteract your point, how I'm going to refute your point. So if you are a part of the group that is criticizing Dave Chappelle, which you have every right to do, the very least you could do is actually hear what he's saying, understand what he's saying, and that will only help better sharpen your own knives if you want to continue criticizing him. That's the whole point of argumentation, is understanding the opposing side. Doesn't mean you automatically gonna believe, doesn't make you any weaker. It actually is a strength. It's terrible to be ignorant going against something just because you heard hearsay about it. Just listen to the thing, watch it. If you still don't like it, that's fine. At least now you're more informed. It's not asking for much. All right. Sorry on that little rant. I don't really like that. It's just a pet peeve of mine personally when people argue about stuff and they are like totally uninformed. Just you don't know what you're talking about and you want to argue with people. Like you sound stupid. That I don't like that. Let's see. What do we got here? Karen, thank you so much. Intelligent conversation. People are not logical. They're in their feelings, and that kind of happens, right? Like, and that's not to say that there isn't an intelligent. That it's not to say that there isn't an intelligent conversation to be had. You can have a very articulate, intelligent conversation against Dave Chappelle, but it doesn't help if you haven't watched the show. It doesn't help if you're only speaking from feelings and the feelings are not based in facts. You can use feelings to support or supplement facts. Like you could say, hey, there's been real harm in the LGBTQ community. Here are the stats, blah, blah, blah. This is how I feel based off of that fact. You can do that, but you don't want to lead with that. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go. Ty coming through. Let's go. Thank you so much, Ty. Appreciate you. You always coming through for the channel. I appreciate you so much. Let's go. All right, last topic. And this is of course, the After Dark topic. I don't understand. How does she make this? How does Jada Pinkett this is an After Dark record, apparently? Because she's the only one that done made this topic twice. I don't know why. All right. So, in case you have not heard, Jada Pinkett Smith, aka the wife of Will Smith, famous Hollywood actor, she is back in the news again because she is talking about her sex life within her marriage. She had Gwyneth Paltrow on her show, The Red Table Talk, and she explained why it's hard to maintain a sex life with Will Smith. So here's the thing. I will admit that when I first saw the headlines, I saw a whole bunch of headlines for this story, and a lot of them was basically dissing Jada. And I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm not saying they're right. What I will say is that a lot of the headlines were running with the message that she was trashing her sex life, that she was saying that her sex life was terrible with Will Smith and so on. So what ended up happening was she went to, I don't know if it was Instagram, Twitter, or whatever, but she encouraged everybody to go out and actually watch the clip. She was like, yo, go watch the actual episode of Red Table Talk so that way you understand the full context. I said, okay, I think that's very fair because I don't want to be, what did I just talk about? Being uninformed, being ignorant, and you ain't even heard the whole thing. So because I'm going to practice what I preach, I already watched the full episode, but I do want to play for you all the clip where this came up. They were talking about marriage. They were talking about, accountability. They were talking about, so just to give you a prefix of what's about to, what they were talking about right before, they were talking about, how long they've been married and so on. So I'm going to play the clip in full context so you can hear what she says. And that way we can talk about it properly. So, and because I want to be fair. Where's the clip? All right, so here we go. In case you haven't seen it, this is the clip of Jada Pinkett Smith talking about her marriage and sex life with Will Smith.
Yes, but I'm a newlywed, so it's like I'm cheating maybe a little bit.
I get that. Yeah.
So
I am too, kind of. How many?
Only 3. We just had our 3-year anniversary.
Yeah, we just had our 5th.
Oh, congrats.
So,
Yeah. Me, on the other hand, down and dirty and at 26.
That's amazing. Oh, it's incredible.
It's
really,
hard.
I know. I'm
I
sure.
mean, the thing that Will and I talk about a lot is the journey. I mean, we started in this at a very young age, 22 years old.
It's crazy.
That's why the accountability part really hit for me because I think you expect your partner to know, especially when it comes to sex.
Right.
It's like, well, if you love me, you should know.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you love me,
you should be able to read
you
my
should
mind.
read my mind.
Yeah.
You know what I
that's
mean?
a huge pitfall.
That's a huge pitfall.
Yeah,
I hate that.
You know,
I hate
Isn't it weird though? It's like someone doesn't read your mind and we feel crushed.
Crushed.
Like we feel so disappointed. Where do we get that from?
I don't know, because I don't feel like that at all. I guess, or maybe I've just grown out of it.
I think
it's
you
like you
probably-
gotta tell me what you need. Like I can't read your mind.
Right.
Because I've grown out of it too.
Yeah.
Tell me what you need, tell me what you want, and on top of it, I know that I have to be accountable to do the same.
And do you?
I really try.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable,
Very.
but it's deeply healthy. And I think around sex, because it's something that we don't talk about a lot, and there's so much fantasy around it.
Right.
Where do we begin? So, all right. So I watched this whole episode, and it was just so funny to me that and I've seen the memes. The memes are hilarious, by the way. If you've been on social media and you've seen everybody's trashing Jada, they like, yo, like, if you don't like Will, just say so. Just leave him alone. Tupac is coming, blah, blah, blah. Who is this webcam? Get out of here, weirdo. Golly, what is with that? I never had spam in here. Anyway, so it's just weird. My thing was like, how is it that like everybody's sitting here talking about, oh, I've been married, 3 years, 5 years for me. I'm in the down and dirty. Like, really? You is that bad? It's hard. Okay. It's just the shift. You know what I'm saying? The shift is kind of like, what is going on? You had to volunteer that. And then, of course, you jump right back into, I mean, this was already, they were already talking about sex and fairness. But when she gets to the part about you expect your partner to know, especially with sex. What? Let me tell you something. And no, I'm not going to dish on me and Mrs. E-Man's sex life because that would be irresponsible of me. That is not something that me and her talked about for me to go sharing with the world, because that's something else I've always told y'all. If you're in a relationship, you define the rules. There are no objective real rules When you're in a relationship, y'all make up the rules for each other and your relationship. And within my relationship, if I don't get the green light from the wife, I don't talk about it, right? Because I have to respect her, and I hope she respects me right back. So, but the one thing that, this expectation of you need to have your partner know this and this, have y'all talked about it? Because honestly, that should be the only expectation you should have. The only real expectation is what you've told your partner what you want or what you like or what you don't like. If I tell you, hey, I don't like, I don't know, apples. Don't feed me apples. I expect for you not to give me apples. If I told you I don't want apples, but if I ain't never told you I don't like apples, and you out here like just giving them to me, why would I get mad at you then? That's stupid. It's so unreasonable. It makes no sense. That's why, listen, the level you set of expectation is the same level of disappointment you create for yourself. If your expectations are high, guess what? Your possibility of disappointment is going to be that high. It's one of the reasons why when I tell y'all about movies and I say, yo, go in with low expectations, even if the movie's not good, that's so that you don't get disappointed very much when you go see it. That should be the same thing. Listen, best piece of advice I ever heard from anybody. So anybody who's out there, you trying to get married, you want to get married one day, the best piece of marriage advice I've ever heard is you should be willing to communicate your expectations to your partner early. When you voice your expectations, I'm talking about while you dating, while you engaged, even when you married, you need to voice your expectations. You need to let that person know, hey, I want to have kids one day. Hey, I don't want to live in the state of Idaho. I don't know. Whatever. Like, no shout out, no diss to Idaho. I'm just saying, whatever. If that's what the person wants, that's what they want. Whatever the thing is, you are supposed to voice those things to that partner so that way it's understood. And here's the thing. When those expectations are expressed, that's a line that's crossed, right? So now when the person doesn't meet it, or let's just say they go against it, you have every reason to have an issue with them now. But this whole idea that she's over here talking about, like, they should just read my mind, that is the stupidest thing. And if she is still, and I'm glad Gams or Grandma, her mama was like, I grew out of that. And I was like, ooh, she basically called y'all immature. That's what she basically said. Okay, what is he? Position for millions. Jada's capping for views. Listen, I don't know if she capping. I don't know if she is. I think she might really believe this nonsense. To be honest with you, I think she is. But when I tell you communication is important, but communication and voicing expectations, when I tell you it prevents so many issues ahead of time. Oh my goodness. There's no better feeling knowing what your partner wants because your partner told you what they want and now you know what to do. You ain't got to guess. Because what's not being talked about here is what happens on the receiving end. What happens on the receiving end of the partner who thinks that they're doing something right, but then all of a sudden they're having to deal with you getting a funky attitude or being annoyed because they couldn't read your mind and didn't know that they messed up. Now, how are they feeling? So you mean to tell me Will's been out here feeling messed up because he hasn't been doing something for her and she ain't said nothing? You setting that man up for failure if that's the case. And then when she's sitting there talking about she's trying to be accountable and all that, whew, I don't know. It was like, are you trying to be accountable? She's like, I try. Better untangle that entangle accountability. I don't know. And then you feeling crushed that people can't read your mind? That's on you. You set yourself up for that expectation. That's on you. I got no sympathy there. Position for Millions, back at it. Let's go. You all know this is entertainment. You capping for viewers. Her marriage has been speculated about about their marriage for years. They are now cashing in. And you know what? That could be very true. I could totally see them doing that. Now, I think that the problem, and especially, yes, this is for entertainment. To be fair, Jada did say that this whole show was going to be for an open discussion. So they were going to let things out there regardless. Whether they lying or not, fine. But it doesn't take away from the fact, and it's a sad fact, that people have still, and please let me know, correct me if I'm wrong, people have been looking at Will and Jada as a standard for years. You remember back in the 90s, everybody's like, oh man, we got to have that Will and Jada marriage. And, because we only saw the outside facade, and it's sad because like, even while they're airing out some of their stuff in the public eye right now, you still got people that are looking up to them. You still got, because they're in the public eye. They're influential people. For me, I'm just like, man, I know that y'all being open and stuff, but I'm like, every time you talk, the perception is coming off as though you just don't like Will. That's what people, that's the feeling. I mean, I'm sure if I read the comments right now, a bunch of y'all probably had that impression, right? I mean, it just does not sound like someone who's in a happy relationship. I'm sure she's got a lot of growing to do. I'm sure she'll be the first to tell you that, but it just doesn't sound like that's the case. So anyway, we'll see. Thank you so much for the contribution. Tony Sway, what's going on? Gwyneth tried to veer off. She brought that back like DJ. I know, right? I know. She was like, yeah. I know. Gwyneth tried, but Jada's like dedicated on airing out their business for whatever reason. I just don't get it. I don't understand. Let's see. But let me see. Let me also put here. She does clarify what she was saying about her marriage and her sex life. Again, these are more things that are, that we saw in the clip. But she did have to like go out and talk about that a little bit more. Let's see. Was there anything else that we didn't hear in the clip? I don't know. I think just the biggest thing people have issue with is just the fact that she's like going out there and talking about these things. I'm not saying that she doesn't have a point, because there is a point about accountability, right? Like I hold myself accountable to do the best I can to know what my wife wants and needs and how she deserves to be loved, or how she needs to be loved. Not how I want to love her, but how she needs to be loved at a certain time. There are things that, I hold myself accountable as a spouse to be like, okay, I was going to do this one thing this way, but that don't work for her. So I need to change it up. Like that to me is the accountability that I think Jada is trying to talk about. And that she's trying to hold herself accountable for too. So I definitely commend her for that. But I mean, I don't know. I think for me as a public viewer, I would just be more comfortable if Will was in on these conversations, or if he was able to chime in on these things a little bit more. Because, when we're only getting one side, for all we know, Will could be sitting there and he'd be like, yeah, yeah. Like he could, I don't know. Or maybe he'll be like, the hell you talking about? I don't know. We're not that deep into their marriage, but hey, this is kind of what happens when you put your stuff out in the public like that. It's gonna hit you, and you're gonna get the good with the bad. You're gonna get the commentary and all of that stuff. So I don't know. I will say though, I do think that Will's and we talked about this in a live before last, I think. Will's interview with GQ was very, very interesting, and it gives you a deeper insight as to why he got into marriage, maybe why he's still into it, and why he puts up with certain things. I thought it was very, very insightful. And he's coming out with a new book as well, that goes into even more detail about his life and his upbringing and all that, and his marriage. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, it's late. That's all I got for today, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate y'all. That's all I got for today. I think this was another fun, good old E-Man After Dark session. So we'll try and do these on last Friday of the month. You know, I don't know. Let me see what's the next one. So that's gonna be, I hope that's not by Thanksgiving, is it? I don't know. And anyway, you should be following me anyway. So because I'll be keeping y'all posted. I'll let y'all know what's going down. I do have I still need to give y'all the video of what I did with my wife for her birthday. I just got done editing like 80% of it. It's more complicated than I thought it would be. But it's definitely gonna be a nice, fun little video for y'all to enjoy. So be on the lookout for that. I'll have my Eternals review up for you guys very soon. I have the spoiler review coming up soon. What else do I have coming up? Oh, your boy might be taking a trip. I might be taking a trip. I hope y'all follow me. I'll be going live and just kind of doing little Instagram things and stuff like that, posting that. But you know, your boy's making some moves. I'm making some moves. I'm gonna be making a trip. I'll let y'all know next week where I'm going. But it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun. So anyway, I will see you guys later. See y'all next week. Cannot wait to talk to y'all then. Y'all have a good, fun weekend. I hope y'all have some fun, rest up, get ready for the week. In the meantime, I got more videos and reviews to do for you all. And until next time, see you all later. Good night.